Hello everyone, my name is Hayden the Weatherman. Kind of just figured I'd put a quick video together that I had a little time and I haven't done that lately. So I figured we'd just do, quick little video, go over the things that are happening because there's been a lot going on lately and there's still a lot going on and I just kind of haven't put the video together. And if this could get out of my way, that'd be great. But first off, I'm just going to kind of go over what's happening. You see, these was the disturbance yesterday that came through the area. It has since moved off the east coast, up here. You can see created active weather, a bunch of thunderstorms and stuff. Yesterday, had about 5 to 6 inches of rain over Baton Rouge in that area, just north of the lake, really, north of I-10, kind of along it. That area got pummeled last night, but prompted some flash flood warnings. I was live covering that, but yeah, the active weather isn't really going anywhere. And we can see there's another system right there off the west coast that is spinning its way over. And by tomorrow and Wednesday, especially Thursday, this will be ejecting eastward and coming across the Gulf Coast again. There could be some severe weather again with that, so we'll have to keep watch. But anyway, if we take a look, excuse me here, if we take a look at the local area, very there's a big gradient across the area. You can see sunshine on the southern areas, and on the northwestern side, you're just stuck in clouds. If we take a look at the stations, actually, there's a pretty big gradient in temperatures. New Orleans is actually sitting at 80 right now. The airport 77. Homa is at 79. So basically, in the area of sunshine, you're in the upper 70s to 80. Once you get up to Baton Rouge and New Roads in the cloud cover, you can see New Roads is at 65, Baton Rouge is at 68. So there's a big temperature difference across the area. Macomb, Mississippi is also at 64, and the dew point's down to 61. And across down here in the southeastern areas of Louisiana, dew point at Homa 72, and it feels absolutely disgusting outside. Even if you've been outside for like a little bit, you'll feel how terrible it is. So you know. But the cloud cover's been retreating northward at the beginning of today, which is nice, but then it leads to our very warm, very hot, humid air mass. And we're going to have a clash of air masses over the next couple of days, as we're going to see. I was going to pull up my weather station. This was at 79 just now, almost 80. But if we go to the forecast, and actually, I'm going to go to the models real quick. So this is current, not current. This is a couple hours ago. This is current. So this is the HRRR. We're looking to see moisture. This is dew point. So as you can see, across the area, there's a pretty big gradient in dew point. And if you see, it's just past Baton Rouge at this time. That was why the temperature there was a little lower. But there's kind of two fronts here. There's a maritime warm front that is just kind of on the south section of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and into our area, sagging southward. And then there's this cold front that is off to the west, and that is a Arctic air mass that has penetrated Texas. Currently at this hour, even though it's midday, it is 29 degrees in Dallas. So, and they're actually getting a big ice storm that way. We, on the other hand, will not have to deal with that. We are stuck in our warm, humid environment. It's not very great, but over the next couple of days, we're going to see these air masses try and fight each other for area across our Gulf Coast. So if we play this out, you can see that the maritime warm front kind of sags into the Gulf. Now, it tries to hold its ground, but it's getting pushed southward pretty much the entire time. You can see finally by the time we get to Wednesday morning, the maritime warm front is basically offshore, and temperatures will still be in the 60s on the southeastern parts of Louisiana. But once you get up to Baton Rouge, they're going to be in the 40s, and you're going to be in the 40s. But basically, again, a big gradient is likely across the area. Once you get to the coast, you're going to be near 60. If you go to the northwestern parts of the area, you're going to be near 40. That's going to be the theme. But what's coming is, if we switch to the NAM, Now there's a low pressure down here in the Gulf that forms. If we play this out, we can see it moves northeastward, and once again we're in that warm sector. The air starts to fly northward. We get that moisture back. The maritime warm front ends up getting pretty far north. This will be our next system, and this is for Thursday. So the dynamics, if we're looking at severe weather, they're not exactly amazing. The low-level jet's pretty weak. Now, our surface winds, I will say, are out of the southeast, but once again, they're pretty weak. We could end up seeing some severe weather, and once we get closer to this, we'll see the specifics of it. But the dynamics just don't really seem to be there with wind shear. And once we look at Cape, we can see not much at all. You're at 200 to 100, which is not going to support severe weather, at least surface-based severe weather. Now, if we can get a little more Cape added here, then you can see somewhat of a severe weather event, and we'll watch that because that typically does happen with these. The models underdo the Cape, but that'll be something we watch. And for right now, doesn't look very impressive. We'll see as we go forward though. But yeah, so the theme over the next couple days will be computing air masses. You can see actually our low in the Gulf here. I was going to point that out. So yeah, right now, definitely warm, dry. Excuse me. It's warm, humid, and it feels terrible outside. Just off to our northwest, there is a competing air mass, cold front across the area. That'll be trying to work its way in. It kind of fails, but kind of gets in here at the same time. We kind of get stuck over it. But then surface low will fly out of the Gulf Thursday morning, and we'll be back in the warm sector in that warm, humid air. And we'll see what happens with the severe weather event, but doesn't seem too impressive. For your forecast, you can see winds, they tried to come out of the northeast and bring that colder and drier air in, but they kind of fail. We get only down into the 50s, and then if we go forward, we will see Thursday shoot up in the winds again as they come out of the south. Your precip potential goes up. We'll have some higher rain chances on Thursday. We'll have to monitor that as well. Temperatures will get up into the mid to upper 70s again, maybe warmer than that. We could see 80s across the area. And yeah, that's that. So thank you guys for watching this quick video. I'm going to say this is really not much effort put into this, obviously. But I had a little time and I haven't done a video in a while, so I figured I'd just put one out real quick. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned because I'm probably going to I might do an actual video later this week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.